A Shorewood author getting some national attention with the release of her fourth book. Lauren Fox appeared on the Today Show this morning as the latest Read with Jenna book club pick. New at 10, Sarah McGrew talked to Lauren about her national exposure.
Sin for Me is based in pre-World War II Germany and right here in modern-day Milwaukee. It's based on letters that author Lauren Fox found between her great-grandmother in Germany and her grandmother in Wisconsin.
My great-grandmother wrote them to my grandmother between 1938 and 1941 while they were trying to leave Germany, and my grandmother and grandfather and mom were already here.
Those letters, now a piece of the novel.
Every word of the letters that I wove through the novel is true. I didn't change any of my great-grandmother's words. I kept those as part of the story.
And those words shaped a book about 4 generations of Jewish women, starting with the rise of anti-Semitism in Germany.
It's really just a story about, loss and kind of inherited trauma, and the ones who were able to leave and the ones who, had to stay behind in Germany, and the things that we pass on to the next generation.
The novel taking on themes and conversations still very much important today.
It really wasn't intentional, but the political climate that we've been living in over the past few years with, white supremacy kind of crawling out from under the muck. I mean, it does feel like the story needed to be told, and it is unfortunately relevant.
Enough so that Sin for Me has gotten national attention since being released earlier this month. From the New York Times bestseller list to the Today Show.
This book is so magnificent.
Literally nothing in my life has been as exciting as the Today Show.
Yeah.
It's been beyond my wildest dreams, but honestly, this is my wildest dream. Like, this is so cool.
And despite being a self-proclaimed introvert, she says she's beyond grateful for the national attention.
Jenna Bush is just a champion for, authors who haven't maybe gotten a ton of exposure in the past, or debut authors. So I'm so grateful to her.
If you're thinking about adding Sin for Me to your to-be-read pile, I know I am, you can pick up a copy here at Boswell Books or head to our website for information on how to order it. In Milwaukee, Sarah McGrew, TMJ4 News.
So we were wondering, what does it take for an author to make it to the New York Times bestseller list? The answer to that is complicated. It's not a measure of actual sales across the country. As the New York Times explains, the weekly ranking is driven by sales data and other details provided by a certain number of bookstores and online retailers across the country. Numbers that are, quote, statistically weighted to represent and accurately reflect all outlets proportionally nationwide. Sounds like it involves math. The Times has an editorial staff of 3 people. It is their job to curate that list every week.